Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hi, Aaron. I am looking for an azimuth check on my life. I'm not going to look it up. I'm too old to look up vocabulary words. I graduated from West Point in 2008 with a minor in civil engineering and a major in human geography. Okay, that's bullshit. At the time, I did not take school seriously. My GPA was 2.89. Unfortunately, I was diagnosed with arthritis my senior year after. Therefore, I was not allowed to join the Army upon graduation. I worked in business for a few years and was able to become a project manager for 2 large companies. But I became very bored with business and decided to pursue a career in medicine as a doctor. I spent the last few years taking post-bachelor courses and then taking the MCAT for medical school. My GPA was a 4.0 and I got a 5.08 on the MCAT, which is average. I just submitted my application for medical school a few weeks ago. As I stated, I'm looking for some feedback on the general course of my life as it helps to get an outside, unbiased, and truthful perspective. It's so nice to have a monopoly on truth because no one has the balls to tell it. My biggest concern is my age. I'm 34 years old, and according to the available statistics, that's put me in the 99th percentile for people attending medical school. Appreciate you looking at my email, looking to hear back from you, and we'll keep you anonymous. And then you sent another one with additional information. You want to provide me more information. You're in jiu-jitsu, which is cool. Yeah, and you sent some pictures, like you actually compete in jiu-jitsu. They got a picture of you with your little niece there. I assume that's your niece. Look out for nieces, man. They get you in trouble. Yeah, and you worked. You're working all these other jobs that aren't careers, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but you just look, dude. Here's the thing, all right? Fucking commit to this, all right? You know, I'm working here. You're a floater. Nothing wrong with being a floater. If it's like being an alcoholic. Nothing wrong with being an alcoholic as long as you know you'll probably die early or get DWIs. Nothing wrong with being fat as long as you are okay with a sexless life or a really bad sex life and you're not going to go anywhere. Nothing wrong with being a bartender, and there's nothing morally wrong with that. And if you have no grandiose, but you just want to be a bartender and chill out and live a life and take up the cool, be a minimalist. But if you got this itch, like you're going to go to West Point, okay, well then you're going to mail it in. And that was 11 years ago you graduated from West Point. And now I'm going to be a bartender. I'm going to flip houses. No. Just, then don't have the itch to be something more than in life. Just get by, right? Nothing wrong with getting by. Most people in the United States don't even do that. They live off of welfare and bitch and whine how they're poor and fat and ugly. No guy wants to fuck them and take care of their 5 rat bastard children from 7 different fathers. Don't worry, the math works out that way. You're 34, all right? It's put up or shut up time. So decide. If you're going to go become a doctor, well then you better become a fucking doctor this time. And no mailing it in 2.89 GPA on human geography. What the fuck is that bullshit? Now you do have a, 4.0, so you're taking it serious. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And if your main concern is your age, I would not worry about it at all. They need doctors. Heck, there was an article about a 47-year-old mechanic, was it? And he was a black guy, and he became a doctor at 47. Because he wanted more black doctors to be prevalent, and he's 13 years on you. I think it's a fine choice. I think you could achieve that scratch that itch you have to be a professional of some kind with something that's less expensive and time consuming. I know of the handful of doctors we've had right into the old Cappy Cap world. They advise against it. They say it's not worth it. It's not worth the testing and everything like that. There's an article I think we got on CaptainCapitalism.blogspot.com that a doctor wrote in pages of all the shit that's required in terms of testing and this testing and that testing. So I'd say for a fraction of the effort, you could become a mechanical engineer, a chemical engineer, a civil engineer, a programmer, any fine profession that you wanted. But if you really, but I'll tell you this, you better really want to fucking become a doctor. And if you haven't gone and shadowed doctors at hospitals or worked and volunteered at a hospital, I wouldn't be going to med school. I wouldn't sign on the dotted line. Go volunteer this couple next weeks at a hospital. You see what it's like. You go online, you do your research, you find out. But as far as you're concerned about an age, if you're 30, no, that's still, you're fine. I wouldn't let that bother you at all. You're just not gonna be able to work as long because you'll die. But we all die. But yeah, make damn sure this is what you want to do. So I'd go to a hospital. I'd go walk around and I'd go find out whether it's worth it to become a doctor or not before you commit to this. And you know, but if you've already done that and you're like, this is what I want to do and I've looked into it, but the only thing holding you back is you're 34, no, fuck dude, don't worry about that. That's just when things are getting started, you know, because women tell us 34 is the new 20, see? So you're just fine. It's just starting now. No, seriously, go research it and make sure you want to become a doctor. That's it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.